We will go live on this very exciting Friday morning. I am super good morning, Joe, and want to know why. If you are both, good morning to both of you. I wish you all a very happy, healthy, and whole morning. H to the third power. I got those stickers coming. Anyway, I appreciate it, and I wish you all good morning. I'm going to be exciting morning today. Obviously, we have an unboxing. I also have exciting news. If you missed it last night, a wonderful gentleman by the name of Jared is sending us some knives. So we'll see. I'll let everyone get going and let the notices get to everybody, and we'll see where we go. I had two people in here. I now show zero, which that's delightful. Anyway, I want to wish everyone, and I just got a thumbs up, which means someone else was here. I love YouTube and their notifications and the way they tell me what's going on because it's completely useless. I know Zach was having that same trouble the other day where it was like it's hard to tell who's actually here or not. It doesn't want to work right to tell us sometimes. Let me get this on all messages for everybody. There we go. Anyway, good morning. Thank you for coming in, and let me do my intro. Coming to you live deep from South Texas. This is 1 Minute Knife Review. I am about 6 miles from the Mexican border today, and it is a sunny and going to be very hot day. Highs up around 105, it looks like, and it's going to be brutal. But that is South Texas for you. We are at a desert climate and semi desert coastal climate. It's really a weird environment, river valley combination. So, good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in. As we get started here today, I would like everyone to say hello, drop your day they carry in, where you're from, what the weather's like, and how you're doing. And I want everyone to have an absolutely wonderful day, and may their day be better for having come in here and joining us this morning. Exciting news, which we will get going. Of course, I always start early. I'm not even supposed to be here till 9:45, so we'll give everyone plenty of time to get in here. But I have a package to open here. We're going to open right around 10 o'clock from a guy named Richard. That would be Middle Complex, and I'm really excited about that. We have a uh, notice of more knives coming for the giveaway. That's going to make the giveaway ridiculously large. It's going to be getting out of hand, and that giveaway will be on August 31st at 10 a.m. And it's going to get crazy. Blue, good morning. Thank you. I wish you a very good morning, Blue, and I hope today finds you happy, healthy, and whole. Thanks for sending those poker chips. I am looking forward to receiving them. Jared is sending knives. I've got a knife for opening here today, a package from Richard. So we'll be opening that around sometime right around 10 o'clock. I'll drag it out a little bit just because, I want to milk the views. By the way, I'm showing that we banked like 100 hours. Thank you, Blessed. You have a good day and you have a good morning. Be safe out there on that west coast out there. I want you to be very, very, very safe out there. And I hope your day continues to get better, your week continues to get better, and that everything goes your way today. Okay? All right. So, yeah, we're going to be opening that package from Richard. Jared is sending 5 more knives for the giveaway. That giveaway will be August 31st. Thank you, Mr. Skullfire. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I was just saying we banked 100 hours about yesterday. I think it was in the 90s. We'll see what YouTube actually lets me keep because they are not being friendly. So remember, if you are trying to help, and I appreciate the help in getting the hours, which we got to do because it's ridiculous what YouTube is doing on jacking up the hours for everybody to 8,000 in February. So you got to get it in now, or we're never going to get there. But the algorithm, they're taking views away if you spam. They're just not getting away with it. So you got to watch a video, give it a little break, watch another video, give it a break, come to all the lives. Yeah, why am I? Are we back? 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 I'm getting a rabbit wheel or gerbil wheel once in a while. If that's happening, guys, let me know. I'm trying to adjust this so maybe it won't do that. I have a feeling I'm outside of a Circle K, and I think they transmit their data for the pumps and everything. and I think that might interfere. If it does, I'll have to move and we'll have to start up again, which is going to be awful, or I'll just move while we're online. One or the other, but we'll see if that starts rabbit, gerbil wheeling again. If it does, we'll fix it. So anyway, super exciting. The fact that Jared is sending, I mean, he just blew me away. He's sending all that. Richard with his, this thing has just gotten to be much larger than I could have ever dreamed or even hoped when I originally came up with the idea and when I started reaching out. I want to say, is it Barbie that is having a birthday giveaway of her own here in the next couple of days? I think Barbie is going to be doing a giveaway on her birthday. So let's make it a trend. Everyone who does live streams and stuff, everyone who does YouTube, when you have a birthday now, the trend will be you have to do reverse birthday giveaways. You have to give to the community. I think I can get it going. You think I can get everyone on board with that? If I can, let me know. If you guys would be game for making a movement for that. Everyone's gonna get so mad at me if I try to do that. I'd probably never hear the end of it. Well, let's just keep it with my birthday giveaway, and we'll keep it for that. All right. So anyway, good morning, everybody. Let me know who's coming in. I see people starting to ease their way in. I believe I have said hello to everybody, but if you don't drop a line in the chat, I won't know. So thank you. Today I am carrying, and I brought with me my entire Benchmade collection. We had a viewer yesterday asking if Benchmades were good. I own a few. Not nearly as many as Zach. Are they good? Well, I own a few. So here's the deal. The price is always the issue with Benchmades. A lot of mine I got before they got real crazy on prices, like they have over the past 5 years or so. You have an auto fact. Want to know why? Well, that happens to be my primary carry in my pocket today. Is the regular fact. The regular Benchmade fact is an incredibly good, just useful, long stiletto style, I guess, knife. Working knife. It's a steel frame with aluminum covers. I mean, you can see my. Try not to freak out the people around me here. You can see all the wear and tear on this one. This one has seen some use. It's one of my favorite carries from Benchmade. And I was just getting ready to say, there are some knives from Benchmade which I would say are absolutely worth the investment. Absolutely worth the investment. And I would point out that I used to. Good morning, Ron. Good morning, Dwayne. I would point out that I used to have more Benchmades, but I've sold them. And so one of the interesting things about Benchmades is they actually retain some value. So even a used or a well-preserved Benchmade is going to retain a fair amount of value, say somewhere between 50 and 70%. And that's actually pretty darn good for a tool, right? Yeah. Most things just immediately go down in value. So I just would like to point out that is probably in the one regard where I can say Benchmades are worth it more than many other brands and other knives, is that they will absolutely retain some value. So what's everybody carrying today? Blue's in here, so I need Blue to start. Well, Blue said he's driving, so Blue, we'll not hold it against you that you can't dump your pocket on us today. Did that come out right? You can't pocket dump for us today, but that's okay. We can probably guess what you're carrying. Although, did I see correctly, Blue, that you are having a knife sale to help take care of some vet bills? If that's the case, and you can, of course, we want to drop Bluminati Ninja's dojo shop information in here. Anyone who can set up a link for that and drop it, if you're a mod, please do so. And everyone, yeah, tell me what you're carrying. A Vosteed raccoon. I have done a raccoon I think, on my channel. I think one of my viewers, one of the pass-arounds, I was able to get a raccoon, and I got to play with it, and this is a pretty good knife. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And speaking of which, I think Jared is sending 3 of the knives that Jared is sending our Vosteeds. I can't show the picture in the morning live. You're going to have to come join the nighttime live to see the pictures because it's on my phone, and I use my phone for the morning live. Want to know why is carrying a Microtech stitch. That is a very interesting and nice blade. The language of the blade design on the stitch has always fascinated me. Cleaning up a case folding hunter. Okay, very nice there, Dwayne. Very, very nice. Like I said, we can't ask Blue what Blue's carrying. Who are we missing here? Ron, you didn't tell me what you're carrying, did you? I don't see that. So you need to tell me what you're carrying there, Ron. Come on, step it up. I'm playing with you. I hope you don't mind. Um, so here in a while, I'm just going to remind you. I'm going to open those things. And you don't want to see what he's having for lunch. So anyway, I brought my Benchmates with me, and I thought I'd just kind of go through my Benchmade collection. By the way, last night's live was a success, and the late night live stream seemed to be a success as well. I'm able to pick up people from the West Coast that can't make these early morning lives. Thank you, Blue, for making it every day. You've been wonderful. And thank you all for making it. You all are wonderful. The night one seems to be catching on as well, so I'll probably continue doing that. If not every night, off and on. I might not do it over the weekend because we do have a lot of people that do lives. I'll have to check tonight and see on the tube schedule if there's anyone around 11:30 Central Standard Time, because that's when I'll probably pop on if I do. Tomorrow night, obviously, that would butt up against JB, and I don't want to do that. And I believe there are other people that do lives right before JB, so I won't interfere with anyone's live streams if I can help it. In my quest to West Coast sucks. Hey, you live there. You're allowed to say that, you know. My birthday is YouTube's anniversary, and I do huge giveaways. There you go. There you go, Ron. Yeah, I think we should do. Everyone should do. Us channels. We should do reverse birthday giveaways every time, you know, for our birthdays. We should have the entire world to come to celebrate with us, and we should thank them by giving them stuff. And fortunately, I got sponsors for mine. Oh man, it is really. I just want a big shout out again to Middle Complex and Neves Knives, both for being huge sponsors. Big shout out for Marshall Law sending me a Mora. He didn't have to send anything, and he was a big instigator for everyone getting me over 1,000 subs. I haven't forgotten, Marshall. I haven't forgotten. I haven't seen you in forever, but I haven't forgotten. Let's see here. I think I need to start getting members first before I start doing. Oh yeah, want to know why? I would not try to do giveaways until you're over 1,000. I know Ron has, and he's trying to get to 1,000 subs, and he's been fighting to get to 1,000 subs. So I would hold it out there for that 1,000 subscriber giveaway, as I kind of have, just to say, hey, you know, you guys, yeah, come on and subscribe and back me up here, and then let's all get over the finish line together. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of the way, at least that's the approach that I took, because I thought it would be premature to start doing a lot of big giveaways before you know if the channel can actually work or not. Um, Ron is carrying a Kaiser Veritas and the Kaiser Sparrow, both in Thai. Nice. Titanium is cool. Uh, why do we like titanium so much, guys? I want to know. I'm still waiting to find out. Why do we like titanium? And strangely enough, I have no titanium with me today. That's interesting. Although I take that back. I don't know if they use titanium in the Benchmade scales here. I haven't ever checked it with a magnet, but I believe they're steel. Just because it's a liner lock and it looks like it has to be a steel liner. So, but we'll get into that in a little bit. How's the weather, everybody, as well? I'd love to know that while we're hanging out this morning. And you know what? I had this idea that maybe since it's Friday, we could each go through and say something good that's happened to us this week. Maybe throw it in the chat if you can think of something nice or good that's happened to you. And especially as a result of being nice, let's throw it in the chat. You know, it's going to be 106 in San Antonio. Yeah, I'm right there behind you at 105, I think, today. We're going to be up there. In fact, it's already starting to get hot enough that I need to inch the air up in here. Hopefully I don't make noise that bothers y'all. Yeah, it's brutal heat, isn't it? Brutal heat there when I know wives. Want to know why? I didn't realize you were up in San Antonio. You're only about 4 hours north of me. By the way, people, if you do not know how big Texas is, overcast and humid in South Carolina, that means it's probably going to be in the 90s for you over there too, huh? If you don't know how big Texas is, people think of San Antonio as South Texas, and yeah, San Antonio is 3.5 hours to the north of me here. So when you think of south, and that's driving at 70 miles an hour, 75 miles an hour on the Texas highways, because we have a high speed limit, right? So if you think, I've been to some of these states. I'm from Indiana, where just in San Antonio for work, 2 hours away for your living. That's good. I'm glad you don't live in San Antonio. Yeah, I'm glad you hopefully live more rural, not up towards Austin and that corridor, because the traffic up there is insane. I mean, insane. It is just nothing but nonstop traffic straight through from San Antonio to Dallas, which is about a 4 hour drive. And it's like you're driving in town the whole time. Yeah, it's crazy, but Texas is just huge. It is an enormous state. In Indiana, if you drove for 3 hours, you cross the whole state. You can go from one side of Indiana to the other side of Indiana. I said traffic again. For whatever reason, that's funny. Cool. Good morning, Brown Sugar. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Want to know why? I'm glad for you. I wish I could live up there in Hill Country. It's really beautiful up there. Um, Good morning, Brown Sugar. I hope New York's treating you well and it finds you happy, healthy, and whole today. Uh, we'll get going here. Let me know your weather. Blue 75. You don't see anyone running 75 except you. They fly by you. Right? Well, that's what the speed limit is, right? But everyone tends to go for in Texas, they tend to go more like 80. But the DPS is actually usually out and checking, and they don't want people to be going too crazy, especially with all the trucking. Because the I don't know if you're aware of it, but where I live, the bridge, the Far International Bridge, the town I live in is called Far, Pharr, and the Far International Bridge is provides, I think, something like 40 or 50% of the entire country's produce for the entire country. So semis are constantly moving through here. It's an enormous transportation, or distribution, whatever area here. So we have a lot of that. But yeah, it's just huge. When I moved down here, I moved down here from Indiana, and I had my cat in the car with me. Right, I moved down here from Indiana, and the first day of driving, I drive for 13 hours. I'm extraordinarily tired. All my stuff hauling in a U-Haul behind me in my Jeep. Right, I'm coming down, and all alone. I mean, I took off from Indiana and moved down here alone when I graduated from college. I was like, I'm out of there, and I get to Little Rock, and I'm like, I'm going to push. I'm going to get to the south side of Little Rock, and I'm more than halfway there, right? I'm almost to Texas. We're doing great. Yeah, the next day, and 16 hours later, I finally get to the McAllen area. Texas is big. It is enormously large. And it's people don't realize that. People talk about crossing Kansas as being onerous, and it can be because Kansas is big across. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't talk politics. I can't respond to that. An eighth of the U.S. population. That would be, well, we got 350 million. So we divide 350 million in half, right? You're going to get 150 plus another 25, so 175. Okay, so we divide that in half again, and we got a quarter. And so you're talking about 87 and a half. So you're talking about 40 million. Yeah, about 45 million people in California. That sounds about right. that might be a little high, but that sounds about right. That's crazy. That is a crazy statistic. And I would argue in places like Montana and Wyoming and the like that there's probably less than 1% in some of those states. And people just aren't nowadays people just are not equipped for rural living. People are very urbanized and equipped for urban living. We're just not. It's just more convenient, which is unfortunate. Mark, good morning. And that's just the ones that you can count, Blue. We don't go there. Come on. I was being. I said 350 million people. I tried to pad the number a little bit, and I think it might even be more than that now. Um, good morning, Mark. Going to be opening a package here this morning from Middle Complex. So thanks for joining me, and we'll definitely be having fun. I was just talking about how big Texas is, and I brought my Benchmates with me, and I haven't even started going through them. So this one gets a lot of pocket time. Ron was stationed at Shepherd's Air Force Base in Wichita Falls, up near the Oklahoma border for 3 years. Yeah, you got to see just the tip of Texas up there. The Panhandle region there, which is about the size of Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. Just to look at it. So another knife that gets a lot of pocket time that's a Benchmade is my Bug Out. Now this one is the S90V carbon fiber one, which is this or maybe the aluminum one are the only ones that I would carry. The Bug Outs that are the FRN, and people are asking if it's worth it. It'd be worth it to just get it, take away the FRN handles and put a piece of wood on it, make a hilt a handle, and carry it as a fixed blade. Sure. Otherwise, I don't like those skills. Those skills just make me gag. They really do. It's like, ugh, paying for cheap flexible plastic. That's just not my thing. So yeah, it is what it is. But this one and the aluminum ones, or if you put on some nice G10 scales, the Bug Out becomes a whole new knife, and it is absolutely worth it. So it's kind of one of those yes and no answers for the Bug Out. But I love the knife, the one that I have. That's why I have it. So I also have some Griptilians. I used to have a full-size Griptilian Tanto, but I sold it to a gentleman over in France. But I do have the Gray G10 Spidey Hole Griptilian. I love it. Premium blade Walmart handles. You know what? That sums it up pretty well there, Blessed. And then I have a matching Gray G10 Valet. And so when I got these, part of the reason I got them is because they were matching. You could carry a matched pair of knives, and they both have the same matching problem that if I hold them like this and they get too deep in my palm, they will both nip the living daylights out of my palm. So they don't get carried as much as they should. I think if someone had a slightly smaller hand, it would they would be very appropriate. I should have probably stuck with the big ones, but the big ones are just too big for me. So it's kind of a tough one. So Griptilian, the regular one used to be a good deal. I also have a regular mini grip. Used to be a good deal. I think now that the prices keep going up, it's not so much because of the scales, but they're so easily moddable, and you can get all these extra aftermarket scales and everything. So that kind of puts them into the realm of being a good deal. You'll notice I took the clip off and just have a little lanyard ball on the end of mine. Just because this one ended up being more of a throw in the pocket and just grab it when so it wasn't showing type knife. It's an adequate knife. This is a really good user knife if you're going to use use for everyday tasks. In terms of fidgetability, the access lock, of course, at the time was the only lock you could get that was the fidgetable type. But that's that's neither here nor there. Now they're everywhere. So those are most of my Benchmades beyond a couple of more. I want to show these off real quick, and then of course we can talk about everybody. and what you all, I mean, I'm always willing to talk about what you want to talk about over what I want to talk about. So put stuff in the chat if you have stuff you want to talk about. Of course, I want to remind everyone that the purpose of this channel is for everyone to have a wonderful day and have a better day than they had coming in. So I wish for you that your day only gets better as it goes along, and that if you can, go out and do nice things for each other and other people. So you don't have any FRN. So I'm saying that the bug out FRN scales are so thin that you can actually squish them together, because they were going to make, the goal was to make the knife so light that it you know, it was backpackable or whatever. And so I'm not a fan of that. They feel very cheap. That's just the bottom line. Other FRN that they have, like on the Griptilian, this FRN is actually not bad. It's well textured. It holds up well. The what do you want to call it? The liners, the partial liners inside are good. It's pretty strong. It feels pretty durable and strong. It doesn't compress. So on this one, I would say their FRN is fine. On the other hand, if you want to talk knife scale materials, wouldn't you rather have micarta, carbon fiber, titanium, aluminum, G10? I mean, even G10 on like this thing is better than the FRN on theirs. And on this one, I think they kind of missed out. I think they should have probably gone a little. By the way, this is the Benchmade Tengu, and this one is a first production. There you go. Number 773 out of the 1200. So it's a very, very good knife. Excellent blade design, blade shape. I love it. In fact, I love the blade shape enough and design that I got the gold class one when I could, which I have right here, mainly because I could. And of course, if you know the story, it's number 31. I wanted a 13, but you know, I'm not as fly as pretty fly for a knife guy. All right, horrible joke. I hope you get it. Anyway, the G10 on these is pretty good and is pretty solid. So I like these. But if that FRN on the bug out just is not ever gonna do it for me. Not ever, sadly. So we're getting closer here to 10 o'clock. So as we enter around 10 o'clock, I will review all the stuff going on for the giveaway, and then we will open this package, and we will see what Middle Complex has sent us for you all to win, because I can't win it. I get to play with it, and I know darn well I'm going to make some content with it and make some videos, or at least a video with it, because I mean, and it's a bad opportunity, but no, now there, Dwayne, you have a very good point. The FRN on the Spyderco lightweights, I like. I have the, let's see, I have the Para 3 lightweight. I have two Mannix 2 lightweights, and I have the Native 5 lightweight, and I love it. Oh, it has been torture, Mark. It has been torture. Since yesterday, I've been wanting to open it. I was like, well, I could open it on a video, and do it that way. But the truth is, my videos will probably get, like 50 views, something like that, maybe 100 on it, And so doing it on the live stream just seemed better, drawing people in for the live stream. Although at this point, we only have 10 people here, it looks like. So, it is what it is. I appreciate you all being here, and we'll open it for you all to see. And people who didn't make it will miss it, and I'll show it off again tonight in the nighttime live stream, probably about 11:30. If, like I said, if no one else is having a major live where I would be stepping on toes, I don't want to be offending anybody. If it's competition, I know like Burning Stables is going to go live here at 10 o'clock. He's going to be forging stuff. It's because you are the cool ones. Well, you are the cool ones who are probably going to win stuff, because one of the things I'm considering doing is asking Jared if I can give away a couple of the knives he sent on this morning live stream instead of on the birthday, because I want to reward you guys that have been coming in. And so Yeah, you just heard that here for the first time, and everyone else didn't hear it, may have missed it. So there you go. And if you're talking about the A Team, man, I liked that show. I can't remember the name of bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Anyway, I liked that show. It was a good show. It was a fun show. Um, you know, the funny thing about the A Team and that show, the little trivia that sticks out to me, no one ever died. Did you notice that? They never killed the bad guys. They blew them up. They shot at them. They ran them over. They, dropped stuff on them, but no one ever died. That's the 80s for you. That's 80s TV for you. But yeah, it was a good show back in the day. The premise was hilarious when you get right down to it. There's no way I would say, you know what? It's funny. I would say there's no way people would be allowed to do stuff like that nowadays and stuff. But the truth is that they are, and the reason I say that is because so it was right in the middle of COVID. Um, I got a message on okay, and I had to have been way back further than that. I had to have been around 2015 when I was still using Facebook because I stopped using Facebook a long time ago. Not that I can avoid it with Instagram and stuff. I realize, but yeah, I just didn't see the point of Facebook anymore, and I probably should get back on it for all the knife forums and stuff again, right? I just that becomes a full time job at that point. Social media, marketing and stuff. Uh, I got a message from a friend of mine from high school, out of the blue, a guy named by the name of Mark as well. And I'm like, okay, well, hey, he's like, hey, if you want to talk sometime, give me a call, whatever. Want to just reminisce, right? And so I give him a call and we're reminiscing, and I'm asking him what he's doing. Uh, and it turns out that he is a paramilitary government contractor who does training for and runs teams for companies like BlackRock and other paramilitary teams that are doing stuff. And it's just like crazy. Good morning, Burning Stables Forge. And yes, you are going to go be starting your live forging. So everyone, after I'm done, please go check him out. And I would say go check him out now, but I want your views here. So I'm going to be selfish, Burning Stables Forge, and I'm going to ask everyone to stay because I need the hours desperately to get to my goal. But thank you so much for coming in and wishing us well. And likewise, when we wrap up here, I will and I will try to do my best to remember. Please remind me, guys, to send everyone over to Burning Stables Forge. He's going to be doing forging today, he was saying. So just go on then. It's Burning Stables Forge's name is Clayton. I am horrible with names, so please help me out there. If it is Clayton, hi Clayton. I will get your name down eventually. I am trying to learn everybody's names, but I have a brain damage thing when it comes to learning names. If you haven't heard the story, I can tell it again, but I'm sure everyone in here has pretty much heard it, I think. I couldn't see one when I was a kid, so I just didn't learn to recognize people. So the last of the Benchmades that I brought with me today is this guy. This is the Mini Adamus. I said it right, not Adamus, Adamus. And this one's in crew wear, and this is the SHOT Show one from 2020, 2021. So this thing's already 5 years old. Has seen a little bit of use. Let's see, I got some lines on it from using it. All in all, a very, very, very good, solid knife. What is a name anyway? A rose by any other name would still smell as sweet and would still be just as much of a prickly bastard too, right? Anyway, what is a name anyway? Yeah, I'm horrible with names, but yeah, I want to. If you find out what I drive a Nissan Frontier, and it's a very reliable, trustworthy, and wonderful truck. I love this truck. This truck has served me well and been a good steed, and I will, I want to preserve it as long as I can. So, yeah, it's a good vehicle. I've got 112,000 miles on it already. So there you go. Got it in 2020, I think, maybe more. So. But yeah, I'm horrible with names, can't recognize them. But anyway, the Benchmade Mini Adamus is a very solid steel Usually with like a micarta scales, and usually a Kruger blade knife, very well made. Is it worth the money? So if you need a heavy duty knife that's going to hold up and work well for you and have a good blade steel, sure, it's absolutely worth the money. As a collector, it's absolutely worth the money. But if I were just saying, hey, you need a regular average knife, I would say that you could probably do a lot better. No offense, Benchmade, but you can do better than most Benchmades just because the fact, like I said, is probably my favorite for functional, utilitarian, and just well-made usefulness, and it gets the most time because of that in my pocket. So there you go. So we've been pushing the time. Yep, there he goes. Burning Stables is now going live, forging and making stuff. So it's time to open a package. What knife should I use, guys? So let's have a poll. Give me what knife I should use to open this. I showed you what I had. I recently found out that people do what's called Titan swap the Frontier. They take a suspension from a Ford. Oh, really? And beef it up. That is kind of cool. Yeah, the body design and shape on the Frontiers are just a good shape. It's a well-made vehicle. I'm very fond of it. I really am. Um, um, it was my first semi-new vehicle. I got this thing when it only had 1,000 miles on it. It was, I think it was like used for like the windmill and the electric and things. Um, did I bring my weird useless one? No, I did not. I probably should have for the opening. I found a use, right? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's not here. I think I will use the bug out, unless someone else has something else they really want to see used. And then we will work our way into this package. I definitely won't want to damage anything in here. I don't think I'm likely to, but here we go. It's time. Is that going to do it? Not quite. Is anyone excited? If you're not, you should be. This is potentially a big holy crap, big deal. And yes, it is potentially a big deal. All right. There we go. It says Vanguard Knives comes in a really nice, very nice wooden case. And here's the big reveal. Okay, here's the big reveal. It's magnetic too. Here's the big reveal. Dun 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 dun. Holy cow! Look at that. Let's get that out of there. Oh, and it is pristine. And oh, there's the first flip from me. Let's look at that. I don't have the name, but oh my lord, it is a full integral, and it is. So whoever wins this, it is in VG10. Interesting choice of knife material. Wow. Yeah, whoever wins this is going to be very, very happy. Oh my lord. Congratulations, guys. You all, I'm going to have fun playing with it a little bit. So it is going to be slightly used. I won't cut anything more than paper with it, and I will do my very damn best not to drop it. Okay? I promise. Otherwise, it'll stay in the box, in the other box, which is the same box I'll use to, well, maybe, to package it up and send to you, because I have other stuff I want to get in there. But wow. And the action on it is superb. The jimping is excellent. The blade shape and design is the perfect, what was that, straight drop point. And it's got the inset liner lock, or inset liner. What do you call that? I can't even think right now. I'm so blown away. You think that is the Vanguard Cheetah? Double check for me, please, and let me know. And yeah, that is a. I will now be listing it as that. A beautiful blue. Beautiful blue tie pivot collar there. That's just gorgeous. Yeah, this is a nice knife. Whoever you guys got some crud down in here. Give me a second while I clean this out a little bit for you. There we go. We have some paper crud or something in there. All right. There we go. Yeah, whoever wins this, I am jealous. This is a beautiful knife. Vanguard Knives. And hi, Clint. Good morning. Yeah, this is what Richard from Middle Complex sent us, and what you will have the chance of winning. One of the knives you will have the chance of winning. We have the ProTech Sprint. Of course, we have the Mora, which will be a warm up just to get going, warm up prize. Probably no one will enter just because they don't want to lose the chance to win another one, right? That needs to be a Letterman special. It needs to be somebody special because this thing is just gorgeous. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Middle Complex. I hope you see this, or I hope someone sends it to you. Thank you very, very, very much from the bottom of my heart, and for the entire community, everyone who has subscribed to me that has a chance to win this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for a little something on the box, just so you guys know ahead of time. There's a little something ding on the box, but I didn't do it. Anyway, thank you guys for coming in and joining my lives and being here for me, because the reason he sent this to me, well, it brings up something I want to talk about, but the reason he sent this to me is because of you guys. For you all helping me get over the 1K mark. And then, man, this thing flips so nice. Yeah. I won't EDC it because I don't want to mark it up. It is currently pristine. There are no snail trails or nothing on it. So I want to keep it that way for you all. But yeah, I mean, the reason he sent this is because of you guys and for you guys. So thank you all for that, because this is going to be fun to give to you. And it's going to be fun to be able to take video of and to work out and all that stuff. It's going to be a blast. So, and I have to do I have to do a big thank you video for him, right? It's a perfect opportunity to do that. And I'll figure out how to ham it up. So, but yeah, this thing is just beautiful. I probably should take off my ring when I'm handling it too, just not to mark it off. So let me put it back in the box. I'll show it to you again. It has an excellent sound to it. I'll put it back in the box. I'll show it to you all again before we end the live stream. So, don't go away if you want to see it again. You'll get another chance. I will also show it off tonight. But yes, thank you, Richard. I'm looking forward to giving this away to some lucky person who is going to hopefully treasure it, because this is definitely one of those heirloom type knives that you want to treasure and hang on to. Richard is I want to meet him too. I said I want to take him out to lunch. I want to take Brian out to lunch, and I want to take Jared out to lunch. I wish I could run into all three of them at a blade show, and we can just have I can do $1,000 lunch somewhere, and we could all just go out and have a really good time. Of course, I have to have the money to do that too. I said I wish I could do that, right? But that's what I would love to do to do it. It'd be a wonderful thing to do. But yeah, that is just so cool. And like I said, I will show that off again for anyone who comes in here late and you want to see the knife that we were given for the giveaway. Hang out for a few more minutes, and before we go, I will show it to you again. The giveaway is on August 31st at 10 a.m. There are many prizes now. It looks like there's going to be like 10 prizes for people to win, which means if we get the usual turnout of 12 people in here, congratulations, each of you is going to win something. No, realistically, I expect to see a lot more people in here. And of course, we're going to have a little mod meeting next week. I will try to probably schedule it for Wednesday or Thursday evening or something like that, and maybe even have two of them just to discuss things. But I think all of you guys have a pretty good idea how it goes with the live streams and what's allowed and what's not allowed. 10 prizes is going to be huge. I actually hope for a small turnout for you guys. I mean, I know that sounds like I'm shooting myself in the foot, but that's kind of the nature of my whole business as a therapist too, right? I want people to get better. I don't want to keep seeing them. I want to stop seeing them. It fits my personality too. But yeah, it will be. I mean, I expect a decent turnout, but I kind of hope it's like 100 or under. That way, everyone has about a 1 in 10 chance of winning something. That's a pretty good. Those are pretty good odds for this type of thing. And so I'm kind of hoping that we get around there. But if it ends up being a crazy, crazy big turnout, then it is what it is. I still have to figure out how I would do comment picker um, on it because my laptop's what I'm filming on. My main computer, I guess I could turn the laptop to face the computer when I run the comment picker or something, but that's kind of crazy. I also I also wanted to maybe try the phone, using it on the phone, but I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna do that. So Mark and Mr. Skullfire, yeah, okay, you didn't want to spread false info. So that is the knife there in that link. Well, I can't look at it right now, but I will take a look at it later. I think I set it so this live stream you can get the when you get the replay, you can go back and follow that link later if you want. So stay here, don't leave. Anyway, so yeah, so that's exciting. Let's show it off again just because I'm wanting to play with it. Middle complex. I am going to move my ring over to my other hand so I don't mark up your knife. Whoever the lucky winner of this knife, is going to be. And let's keep my fingerprints off of the blade as well. VG10 shouldn't take any staining. I have a VG10. My most used knife. Maybe I'll bring that tomorrow for Saturday. My most used knife is a VG10 knife, and it's an Amari Creator. It is a dual detent knife that is a like folding chef's knife. That's pretty cool. I've never used it, but we'll get it figured out. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of where I'm at too. I'll figure it out one way or another. We will get this figured out before not next Monday, the Monday after next. So you realize it's only 2 weeks. Like it's not next Monday, but it's the Monday after next that this is going to be given away, and one of you will be getting it. And then I have to figure out how to afford all the shipping to send everything to everybody. But we'll get that done. That's why I want the hours. That's the real reason why I was really wanting to push for the hours, is so that we could do super chats. I could beg super chats off of people for the giveaway shipping and stuff. But, if we make it, we make it. If we don't, we don't. So I'll tell you right now, the thumb stud on this is just a little on the sharp side. When you get it and you're using it, you might want to hit it with some 3000 grit or something just right there, just to polish those corners up, because they are a little sharp when you're repetitively flipping it. On the thumb, on the middle finger, I don't notice as much. It catches pretty good. The action, like I said, is excellent. The twang when it hits, I didn't get it because I'm holding it there when it closes. You can hear because it's an integral, you can absolutely hear the whole thing echo. It's a pretty cool knife. Guys, I'm excited for you all. I am excited for the Brian Winters Fusion that somebody's going to win. Talk about a crazy good knife. My current hour count just popped over 1,500. I think I'm at 1,530, but that is assuming they don't take hours away from the 90 hours I got yesterday. So assuming they take about the usual away, I'll be right at 1,500 even for the year. I'm at like 1,300 for the past month and a half since mid-July. Yeah, like 1,200. I mean, 1,200 to 1,300 for the past month. So you guys have been wonderful, and if we can keep it up, we can definitely get there. It just might not get there by the birthday. I am. Yeah, I'm still most having this in hand. I have to say I'm not sure which I'm most jealous about. This is nice. This is a really nice knife, guys. This is a really nice knife. I am pretty jealous for whoever wins this is too. I haven't been able to put my hands on the winter blades, so I don't have that tactile jealousy. But I will be. Thank you, blessed. I appreciate it, and this channel is designed to give back and lift everybody up. So the more the channel grows, the more I hope to help everyone else have better days every day. And to have a good day, and to be smiling, and to go on and do nice things for other people. And I was just thinking about that. The biggest reason we have this for the giveaway, and same thing with Jared, is ironically, because I was a nice and trusting person 15 years ago or 12 years ago when both of them, I mean, when I sent my, was it the Akuchi? The Spyderco Akuchi? If you go look at my, at complexes, go way back, he did a review of the Spyderco Akuchi, and that one's mine. And I was one of the donators that sent him knives, or a knife, to do. So that's why he responded to me, I think, as I was nice to him when he had like 10,000, 15,000 subs. Same thing with Jared. When Jared was like 10,000 subs, I traded with him my Spyderco Manix 2 XL because it's just way too big. And I think that kindness is really, besides the fact that they're both really nice people, they're not gonna, I mean, honestly, they can't. No one could do a giveaway and give knife to every channel that's coming up and up and coming. And so I'm deeply honored and flattered to the extreme that Middle Complex sent this to me, because I realize they can't do that. And by the way, this would be an excellent candidate for some really fancy, like Sierra, Scott, some of his anodizing and stuff that, like in his collection stuff. This thing is just a beautiful knife. Congratulations, whoever wins this, and in advance. And again, yeah, I'll be showing this off again tonight so that you all can enjoy it. But yeah, I mean that's the nice thing, seeing other people have fun and introducing new people to the community. And Middle Complex has done a huge job of that with his giveaways. I mean, he's getting 1,200, 13, 1,400 people in, and you and I, we all know that the actual core grouping of our community is probably a lot smaller than that. It's probably in the hundreds of people that we see at everybody's live streams, and if not everybody's, a majority or as many as they can, of course. But it's I don't know where I was going with that. I think I was just going with the fact that he's introducing a lot, and so is Jared with his sharpening and instructions, and introducing a lot of people in the community, and then that brings more people in to the core group of people who really do attend the lives and support each other in the community. And there's a lot of small businesses and small makers that have come out of, and knife makers that have come out of Burning Stables Forge, that have come out of and been members of the community and supportive, and through doing so have actually helped expand the reach of this community. And when I say community, what is the community? Well, what is a community? A community is a group of people that share a common space. In this case, it's a common online space, but it's a common space. Have similar interests and wish to promote each other's common well-being or whatever. So when I say knife community, that's what I'm referring to. I'm talking about all of us that come on here online and create situations where someone will send almost a complete stranger a super expensive knife to help them in their project grow. And that's the community I'm talking about. And when people belittle the community or whatever, I mean they're belittling all of us that are willing to put ourselves out there and give to others and lift everyone up. And that's just not right. So when I'm talking community, I am talking this stuff, the kindness from people's hearts that they don't have to give and share. And that's what I'm talking about. And we want to promote that. I want to promote that with my channel, and we want to promote that with I think everyone else wants to promote that. And the response I've gotten from the community suggests that is the case, aside from a few people who are there's always going to be people who want to stir up controversy and cause conflict. That's just the nature of darkness, right? It is what it is. Anyways, guys, so I got about 5 more minutes. One more look. I know I just put it away. One more look, guys. One more look, because this thing is incredible, and let's give the AI an opportunity to create a short from it. So on August 31st at 10 a.m., we will be starting, it'll start earlier than that, but we'll be actually starting the giveaways. And one of the giveaways sent in by Middle Complex is this Vanguard. And I believe the name is, thanks to crowdsourcing from my community, the Vanguard Cheetah. This is a full frame integral frame lock in beautiful titanium and VG10 that was sent from Metal Complex. If you are not a member of his channel, how the living daylights did you end up in here? Please tell me how you ended up in here if you're not a member of his channel. I want to know. But yeah, he sent it. It's wonderful. And it is a really cool knife. And one lucky member of my knife community is going to win that thanks to his generosity. Let's see if YouTube can use that as its short video for the day. It'll probably pick something totally random and off. I let the computer pick it because it's kind of fun to see what it does. And it likes to pick me doing something like this. For some reason. I guess that's what gets the views or the clicks or something. You took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. That sounds very much like a Bugs Bunny comment there. I take it you did miss your turn. I'm sorry. I must have been entertaining you to the point of you missing a turn. I am very sorry if that's the case. Please drive safely. If you are driving, do not take chances and run the risk of getting hurt or anything. Please, we don't want any wrong turns. You remember though, what is the saying? 2 wrongs don't make a right. 3 lefts do. I'm just saying. Sorry. Oh, anyway. So I'm really enjoying these morning live streams. I hope these morning live streams lift you all up, make your day better, give you a smile, give you something to look forward to. They've sure given me something to look forward to in the next couple of weeks. After that, I'm gonna have a big come down. It's gonna be like, okay, now what do we talk about in the live streams? But yeah, it's a big boost to my day. I look forward to it every morning, coming in here and sharing this time with you all. Absolutely do. And it's really helped. It's also helping at night, motivating me to get my paperwork done early and going on and doing a little brief live stream with y'all. Or last night wasn't so brief, was it? An hour and a half. It was awesome. I enjoyed it, and everyone was enjoying talking. And if I get, if I got 10 or 15 people and I don't have to go to bed immediately, I'll stay on and talk to everybody as long as they want to hang out and talk. That's kind of the fun of it. That's what we're here for. So anyway, so I was showing off Benchmades. Are Benchmades worth it was kind of my topic for the day. And the answer would be, it depends. Some are more worth it than others. And some, depending on what your use is, are absolutely worth it. Most of them are pocket jewelry that is brand name pocket jewelry. And it's overpriced. And that's just going to be the nature of anything. Anything brand name and anything that is popular. So I think that's my opinion on Benchmade and probably Spyderco and probably almost every company except maybe like something like Chris Reeves Knives. They have kept their prices pretty consistent over the years, and they've kept their quality pretty consistent. So I would argue if you're gonna spend $500 on a knife, or even $350 on a knife, or $300, maybe take the step up and go into like Chris Reeves. Blue, there you are, Blue. Thank you. I wanted you to get your stuff out. Thank you, Blue. Blue is also, I think, selling some knives over on Threads. So if you're on Threads, I'm not, but if you're on Threads, I think I saw that Blue is selling some knives. If you are, Blue, you can drop that in the chat. I believe that we have some vet bills that might need to be paid or something. So, feel free to cannibalize Blue's collection. He doesn't need all those knives, and he does need to get his vet bills paid. I'm sorry, I'm being mean, right? I don't need all these knives. But yeah, animals are a big part of family, and frankly, I think animals are better than people often. I'm much more compassionate to animals than probably I am to people, although maybe that's not the way it should be. But animals are good people, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, this is the point where I need to wish everyone an absolutely wonderful day. Remember, go out and be nice to someone, do something kind, lift people up. It comes back to you. It helps you out. Even if you don't see it right away, it will. Go check it out. Selling a custom 1 minute. There you go. Yep. Threads on Instagram. There you go. Check it out. Check out that Aries Thistle. If it doesn't sell right away, Blue, hit me up. Maybe I can come up with a little bit of money for it. I don't know how I'm going to do shipping, but maybe I can come up with it. I'm kind of curious. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. But if someone wants to buy it, sell it to them. Don't wait. Absolutely. Take it while you get it. Let's see. Lift everybody up. Have a wonderful day. Open a door from someone. Do something kind, and just see how it causes them to react, and how it affects their day. And that is worth it in and of itself. It really is. But I'm a big believer in Zach's "Do Something Kind for Somebody" motto, hashtag DSKFS. I'm a big believer. It definitely helped hook me into the community, as well as some kindness. And so I hope to likewise bring everyone else into the community with kindness and uplifting. So this is the part where we get to look up my nostrils, and I send this thing to production. You all have a good day if you drop out before I get done with this. And if you don't, I'll come back in and wish you a wonderful day. So I can't. I envy people who can't grow a beard. No, I'm teasing. I actually don't. I like my beard. Anyway, y'all have a good. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Somewhere in there. Bye. 10 a.m. Somewhere in there. Bye.